Hey, this is Vaidya Prasad, education and coaching at Vaidya. Studied Ayurveda in 1980s at Ayurveda College, Coimbatore. I started the course solely because Krishna Kumarji was offering this free courses, a free Ayurveda training, free in the sense free accommodation, free food, and free tuition. I mean, these days you cannot even think about, fathom anything like this. The reason my dad said that I should do this course because he liked Ayurveda. I was saved. My life was saved by Ayurveda, and the course was free. My dad wanted to learn Ayurveda, but somehow he slipped into Sanskrit, I would say. Was lucky enough to learn Sanskrit, which really helped me a lot in exploring. So the topic is packaged food and preserved food. Packaging and preserving. The first memory that I have on packaged food is this. My mother would go to the backyard, grab a fresh piece of banana leaf, would bring it to the kitchen and wilt it in the flames, and would put it on the floor, and she would have made this buttermilk rice or sambar rice mixed with sambar, and nice and tight, not too runny, and put in the middle. On the one side there will be papadam, another side there will be pickle, and occasionally there will be some uperi, another dry vegetable dish, and then fold it on all four sides and put in a newspaper, fold it again, put a chana string around it. That's it. It would last for 4 to 8 hours. And when you open it at 1 o'clock when the school stops for lunch, the aroma, I think most of you have experienced it. This would last for 4 to 8 hours, as I mentioned. But today, it's a little bit different. Things are faster, so we don't have time. And we are in weirder places, stranger places, doing unusual jobs and playing unusual, strange roles, which means it's getting difficult, more and more difficult to find what we need to stay healthy. This is where the packaging and preserving become so important. Now, no one wants to eat packaged or preserved food at home. Ideally, Ayurveda talks about karaprachitiyam, hand-picked food, not even cooked. That's a dangerous part, isn't it? Dangerous topic, raw food. So Karaprachitiyam is the chapter where Charaka talks about an exciting topic. I'm going to just take the word Karaprachitiyam, means hand-picked, not oven-baked, not pan-fried, not boiled or steamed, hand-picked. Yes, you can do all those things afterwards if you want. But originally, 10,000 years back, how many of us had any cooking utensil or skill? We found food, we ate it. We had some fire, of course, so we cooked it in the fire. It was very simple stuff. Some very few food items were cooked, in fact. So, food, I'll give you an example. A friend of mine is working in Africa, Central Africa. The only food available is from the animal kingdom. Various different animals and birds. That's it. And she's a vegan, vegan yoga teacher. How do you do that in the middle? She said packaged food. She's trying to find more organic and non-preserved food. Non-preserved means they package it in vacuum sealing and nitrogen, carbon dioxide, that kind of stuff. So it stops the oxidation. That's it. Frozen food. She gets frozen food as well. Now, the question would be this, the role of preserved food or packaged food is limited, in my view, to specific occasion for specific people for a specific amount of time. Because it's very hard to know whether the food was frozen all through. So if it is not frozen all through, there is a possibility of infection, decaying, decomposing, and those, that kind of stuff. So it is important to use it only when you need it. Special occasion or special need, many diet-based meals are not available all the way through 24/7 in most places. So if you have gluten allergy and you're living far away from the sources, then you might need to use it to survive. And whenever you find a way to cook and make food by yourself, do it. So in my view, there's a fantastic and a powerful, very, very vital role that the preserved and packaged food play. However, as I said, we need to be careful about overusing it. That's applicable to everything: over breathing, over drinking water, over eating food, over exercising, on the other side, under exercising, under eating, under drinking, under breathing. So we're not going to talk about, what's wrong with all these things. It's about how to use it. A level-headed approach to packaged and parcels. When I'm back home, I'm not going to use any of these things. I'll just chop some, wash some vegetables, get rid of the unwanted bits, put them on my fry pan, and lightly heat it, and then do a little stir fry. So some crunchy, some warmth, and I'll make a quick little dressing that goes on top of it with mild spices and sometimes yogurt, something else. Sometimes soy sauce. Sometimes I make my own gravy. Bit of tomatoes, cashew nut, spices, all nicely roasted with a bit of olive oil, coconut oil, or some other oil, and then blend it. There you go. The whole thing should take around 30 minutes to make. So when I cook this, my daughter goes, "Dada, I love it." Now she's around 16 years old. Still loves the old vegetable with a little bit of protein. Could be mushroom or lentils or beans, that kind of stuff. So that's my take on preserved and packaged food. Thank you very much.